This is Dr. West. Welcome to the Bible Answer Man of Arafa. This question says, has to do with women working outside the home. I'm just going to paraphrase the question about women working outside the home. Well, until World War II, most women were housewives. But at World War II, they became uh, most every woman, certainly of a younger age, probably those under 50, were very busy within the workforce, and the older women, of course, stayed in the home. But women became a very big part of the workforce. And then for the next few decades after World War II, which ended in 1945, in first world countries, almost one half of the women worked outside the home. So they were not satisfied with being in the home anymore. And today, about 85% of women are in the workforce outside of the home. The reasons for this, a lot of times it's economics. They need that second income, which is a dangerous position for families to get into. They're a single parent because of the divorce rate. Marriage is too simple, and it's not commitment there as it should be. The court systems are lax in the divorce laws, and they grant divorces too quickly. The moral decline is a great factor. A lot of women just dislike doing home chores. A lot of the younger women, they don't know how to cook, they don't know how to clean, they don't know how to keep their homes. I've seen this in single women's homes. They just don't like those home chores, taking care of a family. Decline in having children. A lot of couples now marry not wanting to have children. And personally, if I know a couple's marrying, this is from a minister's standpoint, from a personal standpoint. If I know a couple is marrying and they've made a decision, and I would find this out in counseling, I never marry anybody that I don't counsel first. If they made a decision not to have children, I don't marry them. Now, if they can't have children and want to marry, that's a whole different ball game. Or if they marry and then can't have children, that's another ball game also. But to go into a marriage situation desiring not to have children, I don't get involved in that. To me, that's anti-scripture, and I'm not going to be a part of that. The rise of sodomy and lesbianism, homosexuality worldwide, that's taking women out of the home, and also men, but we're talking about women here. They just don't want to have anything to do with a male. And then, of course, there's the Eve principle. I call it the Eve principle. This is the failure of women to accept the role of a male in charge of their life. And when I say in charge, I mean scripturally in charge, being their protector and having the ultimate final authority. That's what God demands of a father, and certainly of a husband. And a woman, some women will just not yield that to a man. But I've said this in teaching and preaching, that if a woman has a godly husband, that will never be a factor, because he'll administer that in love, and she'll be a godly woman. In fact, as a man who's a Christian shouldn't marry an ungodly woman. It won't work as well, certainly as well if it would. So women, the Eve principle, they just won't accept the oversight of a male in their life. Even, and I see a lot of this even in Christian women. They have somehow come to the idea that they're totally equal to their husband in every decision-making quality and decision, that they're co-equal with that husband to have as much right. Well, they have a right to voice their opinion, and a wise husband will take advantage of their wise decision and decision making. But if there comes a time when a decision has to be made, the husband has to make that. And I've seen a lot of Christian wives who won't do that, and that home is destined for sin in it. So women should remain in the home as long as their children require supervision. And I think that's the answer to it. Sometime that's around 14, 15, 16 years of age, but children are not as mature in today's world as they were 30, 40 years ago. Back then, a girl and a boy were pretty much mature at 17 or 18 years of age. But today it takes sometime many years. But there comes a time when, of course, the children have to be forced out and to go on their own. But until they're able to do that for various reasons, that wife should be in the home. Hope this helps. So take this and then let the Lord deal with it according to your circumstances. This is Dr. West saying, bless you until we meet again.